It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about Vanderpump Rules Season 9, and apparently things are getting a little bit strange. Okay, so if you didn't catch it, I did a video of Lala Kent talking about the fact that she might eventually, or she would hope to eventually transition into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, she has spoken up more and more, whether it's about, you know, her relationship with Randall, what it's like being a new mother, the new season of Vanderpump Rules, or where she sees herself in the future. And she was talking about how this season feels a little bit strange. That's exactly what she said. Those are her words, not mine. She said that her and the fired co-stars, or her former co-stars, Brittany Cartwright, Jax Taylor, Stassi Schroeder, and Bo Clark, and that they were friends in real life. So she said they're also very much part of her life now, and just filming is, I guess it feels a little bit off, because if you think about it, she doesn't have many people in her corner anymore. She has Katie Maloney, sure, but Ariana Madix and also Sheena Shea, those two are best friends, and Lala Kent has shaded both of them a lot. I mean, I'm sure that they've all shaded each other in some capacity, but Lala Kent has been very vocal about how she feels about both of them. And at the end of the day, she does not have Brittany there and Stassi there to really have her back. So I hope Katie's enough. Hold on, wait, there's more. Not only did Lala Kent admit that it's very weird, but she's also addressing her 20-year age gap with her fiance, Randall Emmett. She said that he's her best friend, he's her ride or die, and she loves him very much. Not only that, now he's the dad of your new beautiful little baby, Ocean. So at this point, you're kind of tied in for life. So hopefully he is her ride or die, because he's not going anywhere. Lala gushed and said it really is perfect, and that she admits she never thought she would be with somebody 20 years older than her, but now she gets it. Age is just a number. Lala said that Randall has more energy than she does. So now she's like, I'm looking forward to him getting a little bit older, because it's like, dude, you need to calm down a little bit. She also admitted if her daughter came home with a man that was 20 years older than her, she said, I would die. I would be like, what are you doing? Out of all of the men out there, you're going to pick someone who's 20 years your senior, even though Lala did the exact same thing. As for her wedding plan, she said that she believes she'll get married in 2022, and she wants something small and intimate. However, she said Randall is a movie producer, so he wants to have this big production. So she said she'll give him what he wants. I kind of feel like she would like a big production too, because we know we're going to get some big celebrity names at that wedding. I'm sure Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly, probably not 50 Cent, no shade. But you know, there will be people who will be there that are just Hollywood royalty. So at the end of the day, you might want small and intimate, but I can see why Randall would want the attention and want a big production. I get that. Hold on. There's more. Everyone was speculating that the girls made a pact. Stassi Schroeder, Sheena Shea, Brittany Cartwright, and also Lala Kent, to have babies at the same time. The Vanderpump baby boom. They said, well, fans are saying that, you know, these girls all made a pact during the pandemic, and they wanted to make sure they all had babies one after another. She said, well, that's a funny concept. They didn't really make a pact. They just all joked about how weird it would be if they all had children at the same time, so those children can grow up together. And that's exactly what happened. So even though it feels like a pact, it wasn't a pact. They were just having babies. But Katie Maloney did admit that she was trying to have a baby as well. And we're going to see that in the upcoming season. Not only are we going to see that, but we all know we're going to see the new dynamics, one between Sheena and Lala, two between Sheena and Lala being moms, and then also we have a couple new faces. So hopefully it'll freshen everything up a little bit. I'm not sure though as to whether or not the show will be more focused around Tom Tom this year or Sir, but from what it looks like from the leaked photos, it seems like they're still very much so filming at Sir. And I believe it would just be smarter to keep it there, because at the end of the day, we all know how this works. When they start filming, they have to turn the music off in the restaurants. They're only allowed to let so many people in. It's not the same ambiance as if you were going there and there was, just, I guess, no production team. It's a totally different vibe. But I am still curious to see if they will film a lot at Tom Tom. You would think that they would kind of have to, like they did last year, because you still have Tom and Tom. Now, of course, I've heard a few things because I know a few people in that realm, and I can't share that. But as it gets closer, maybe we can, and hopefully we can get Lala on and a couple of other of the Vanderpump Rules stars to talk about their experiences. I'm so curious too, though, because I talked to Dana Kath and she wished me a happy 1 year on YouTube. And she was a part of that video that Jason put together. So that was super sweet. And I asked her if she'd want to come on. And she said, I don't think anyone wants to hear from me now that I'm no longer a part of the show. Well, I think it would be great to hear from her and ask her why exactly she did not want to join the show for the next season, what changed, what happened in her life that was different, and if she would ever go back to reality TV. I am curious about that, but also more curious about the fact that I did the video on Lala Kent allegedly wanting to join the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she did say, who wouldn't want to be a housewife? But then I was just hit with a ton of different comments that were saying, we heard that Lala Kent will be joining next season, that she's a shoo-in. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think as long as Vanderpump Rules is around, Lala Kent will be on Vanderpump Rules. And then I think maybe in the future, if Bravo wants to, they might add her to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But if you guys think about it, aside from $1 Million Listing and having some of the housewives come on and doing crossovers in that capacity, Bravo doesn't really have crossovers. We don't really get a whole bunch of them. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills kickstarted Vanderpump Rules, so that's the transition that we got there. And then, of course, we saw the Vanderpump Rules girls show up to Salt Lake City, but I'm talking about a full-time cast member role. Frederick Eklund went to $1 Million Listing Los Angeles for a little bit, showed up, and it still wasn't necessarily a full-time role, and he's already back in New York doing the same thing. So I haven't seen it. I've talked to a few people about it. I talked to Caroline Stanberry. She was asked, she was from Ladies of London. She's amazing, by the way. She was apparently in talks to either do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or Real Housewives of New York. I think she would be a shoo-in for either one of them. But again, it goes back to that whole crossover situation. Will Bravo do it? Do they like to keep everyone in their own realms? And that's something I want to know from you guys. One, would you like to see Lala on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Two, have you noticed that they don't really do that many crossovers? Three, what do you guys think about Lala saying that this new season is strange, that it's weird for her? And four, how do you feel about the age gap between Lala and Randall? Personally, I agree with Lala. I feel like age is just a number and it's not really a big deal. But there are some people who are like, what the hell are you thinking? I mean, I have the questions. I know you guys have the answers. So if you haven't already, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.